Hi guys, so in this video I will be answering questions you have been asking about law firm marketing agency. So let's dive in. How do I know if a law firm marketing agency is actually good for my law firm? Well, the best way to judge a law firm marketing agency is to understand exactly how they plan to generate results for your firm. Before hiring anyone, you should ask them to walk you through the strategy, which channels are they recommending, why those channels make sense for your firm or practice area, how will they measure whether the work is actually producing qualified opportunities. Then look at the experience. Ask them whether they have worked with firms similar to yours, what they were responsible for, and what they learned from those campaigns. You should be able to get a clear answer without being buried in marketing terminology. I'll also pay attention to how they handle your questions. A good law firm marketing agency should be willing to explain what they are doing, what they expect to happen, and where the uncertainties are. And not make your decision based solely on the cheapest proposal or the biggest promises. Compare the strategy, communication, experience, reporting, and the actual work you'll be receiving. How much should I pay a law firm marketing agency? Well, there isn't a correct price for a law firm marketing agency. A reasonable budget depends on what the agency is actually doing and what channels are being used, your market, how much work will be involved. For example, a marketing agency that's doing basic SEO campaign is going to be priced differently from an agency that's handling SEO, pay advertising, social media management, lead generation, appointment setting. So it actually depends on the work that's being involved. When comparing proposal, you should look beyond the monthly fee. Ask what include, how much budget goes toward advertising versus the agency's fee, and who is actually doing the work. You should also ask the agency how do they measure success. If they are generating lead, you should ask them what count as a qualified lead, and if they are running ad, what happened after someone submit a form. I will also be careful about choosing an agency based on the lowest price. A cheaper service can become expensive if it produces poor qualified leads and requires significant work for your internal team. What should a law firm marketing agency actually do for my law firm? Well, a good law firm marketing agency should give you a clear plan for attracting the right potential clients and turning that attention into qualified consultation. That can involve several different areas: search engine optimization, also called SEO, paid advertising, social media management, website improvement, lead generation, appointment setting, or referral development. The right mix depend on your practice area, the marketing budget, and your current market. So before hiring an agency, ask them to explain exactly what they will be doing each month. You should understand which channels they are using, why they choose them, what they expect each channel to accomplish, and how performance will be measured. It's also worth asking what happened after a lead coming, who responds, how quickly, how is a lead qualified, and does the agency help you with that process, or does everything get handed back to your firm? Finally, make sure the agency has experience working with firms similar to yours and can show you how they report results. How long does it take to see a result from a law firm marketing agency? Well, you can start seeing results within a few weeks, but meaningful results usually take longer depending on the strategy and the channel that's being used. For paid advertising, you might see leads and consultation relatively quickly once the campaigns are properly set up and have enough of data. SEO and organic content usually take longer because they depend on building authority and gaining visibility over time. Before hiring an agency, ask them what timeline they realistically expect for each part of the strategy. They should be able to explain what to expect in the first 30, 60, and 90 days, and which metric they will use to determine whether things are moving in the right direction. You should also be careful with agencies that promise a specific number of cases within a short period. There are too many variables in your practice area: location, competition, budget, intake process, and the quality of the offer. A good agency will give you a milestone you can actually measure rather than simply telling you to wait. How do marketing agencies generate clients for law firms? Well, marketing agencies generate clients for law firms by putting the firm in front of people who are actively looking for legal help while also closing demand among people who might need an attorney later. Strategy usually start by identifying the firm's ideal cases, practice area, geographic market, and client acquisition economics. From there, an agency might use Google Ads, SEO, content, social media, email referral partnership, or other channels to reach those potential clients. Important part is what happens after someone responds. A good system should have a clear process for capturing the lead, qualifying them, following up, getting the right people to schedule a consultation. Before hiring an agency, ask where the lead will actually come from. Ask what makes someone a qualified lead, how the agency track results, and how you distinguish a real opportunity from a form submission or a phone call that goes nowhere. Should I hire a law firm marketing agency or build an in-house marketing team? For most law firms, the right choice depends on your budget, internal experience, and how much marketing you actually need to manage. An in-house team can give you more direct control and deeper knowledge of your firm, but building a capable team can require hiring several different skill sets, including paid advertising, SEO, content creator, analytics, and marketing management. An agency can give you access to those capabilities without having to recruit and manage every specialist yourself. The trade-off is that you need to make sure the agency understands your practice area, communicate well, and has a clear process for measuring results. Before making the decision, you should calculate the total cost of both options. For an internal team, you should include salaries, benefits, software, management time, training, recruiting. For an agency, understand exactly what the monthly fee include and what additional costs you'll have. You should also ask either option how they regenerate qualified consultation and how the performance will be tracked. How do I know if an agency understands my practice area? You can tell whether an agency understands your practice area by the questions they ask before recommending a marketing strategy. They should want to understand what types of cases you handle, which cases are the most valuable for the firm, who your ideal clients are, what geographic areas you serve, and how potential clients typically found you. Ask them how they will market your specific practice area. If you handle personal injury, for example, their approach will be different from what they recommend for a business litigation or state planning firm. You can also ask about their previous experience. Have they worked with firms handling similar cases? What channel did they use? What did they learn? And how did they measure whether the campaign was producing qualified consultation? Pay attention to whether they understand the economics of your practice. Generating 100 leads are not relevant for the cases your firm wants. Before signing anything, make sure the agency can explain its strategy in terms you actually understand and connect its activity to your business objective. What results should I expect from law firm marketing agency? Well, you should expect a law firm marketing agency to give you measurable progress toward generating more qualified opportunities, but the specific result will depend on your practice area, market, budget, offer, and channels being used. A good law firm marketing agency should be able to explain what it's trying to accomplish and which metrics matter. That might include qualified leads, consultation requests, book appointment, cost per qualified lead, website traffic, search visibility, or conversion rate. You should also understand the difference between marketing activities and business results. Publishing 20 pieces of content or generating 500 website visitors doesn't necessarily mean the campaign is working if those activities aren't contributing to qualified consultation. For hiring an agency, ask what results they believe are realistic, how long they expect those results to take, and how they will report progress. Ask what happens if a campaign underperforms and how they decide what to change. Be cautious with anyone promising a guaranteed number of cases. No agency control every part of the client acquisition process. How do I know if the leads an agency generates are actually qualified? Well, you know a lead is qualified when it matches the criteria your firm has established for a case worth pursuing. Before hiring an agency, define those criteria clearly. That could include your practice area, location, type of legal matter, urgency, financial circumstance, and whether the person is actually looking to speak with an attorney. Then ask the agency how it qualifies lead before they reach your firm. Are they simply generating form submissions and phone call, or is there a process for determining whether the person fit your firm criteria? You should also track what happened after a lead comes in. How many leads become consultation, how many consultation become signed client, and which marketing source produce them. This is important because a campaign can generate a large number of leads while producing a very little business. Your reporting should eventually connect marketing activity to the outcome that actually matter for your firm. Before signing a contract, ask the agency to define a qualified lead in writing and explain how it's being measured. I create a free law firm marketing agency hiring checklist that can help you evaluate agency strategy, expectation, reporting, and overall fit before you sign the contract. You can download the checklist completely for free. And if you think CaseVector might be a good law firm marketing agency for your law firm, we are offering a 3-month free trial with no payment or commitment required.